Well, Morris, OHL trade deadline 2018 in the books. We're not going to be Sports Center here and break every little detail down. Oh, there's another trade draft pick. But let's talk about 27 trades in the OHL since January 1st. That's a lot. From what I've seen over the past few years.
I'll get back to that. I'll get back to that in a few minutes. But for me, it's really an extraordinary time. I think as the years go by, there's become an even greater need to either get rid of your players or accumulate players. There's no restraint. If you go for it, you go for it completely. And if you know you're not going to win, you deal your players, regardless of what it means to your fan base. This really was. It picked up steam as it went. Sometimes people say it's going to be a crazy year and nothing happens, and then it's like a snowball rolling down the hill. It keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can't stop it. And that's what happened this time around.
Yeah, there were so many buyers and there were a lot of sellers, and just all combined. And then the market was a young player and a bunch of draft picks, and then it kind of collapsed at the last minute where people didn't know what was happening. But so many guys changed teams, and you know what, Morris? The Sioux Greyhounds they were the best team coming in, and after the trade deadline, they're the best team coming out too.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. But the trade deadline's not always about the best teams that are around. It's always about teams that set themselves up for championship runs and teams that are going to get better for years. So while the Greyhounds did great stuff, I thought the Kingston Frontenacs did pretty well. I thought Sudbury near the end did pretty well. I think Kitchener did remarkably well. They picked up some players with not giving away a lot of stuff. So those teams really helped themselves. But there were a group of teams that are going to help themselves down the road. I mean, we talked about the London Knights as one.
Windsor
Spitfires are another. So I think those teams need some credit as well. So for my opinion, I think the top teams will remain the top teams.
Yeah, and if you think about London and Windsor and Erie, they're kind of down this year, but they pop back fast. These franchises pop back fast. Erie won 50 games so many years in a row. London goes to a couple all-time wins with the defending champs. These teams that bought better win this year. The pressure's even higher because you look at there's Warren Reichel and there's Rob Simpson, Mark Hunter, the Hunters. They have a lot to play with over the next 2 years. So they're gonna be real good over the next couple of years.
And they're gonna find players from somewhere else as well. It's not just gonna be the players they brought in. So there is pressure for the teams that really made an effort to pick up players this year to make a run for Memorial Cup. But they're gonna have to perform because in a lot of ways they did sell the farm. They gave away a lot of their young players they drafted in the first round and in the second round, and in 16 and 17 players that were their future, now going to be the future of some of the other teams.
Yeah, and it's good stories. The Greyhounds haven't been to the Memorial Cup in 25 years. The Kitchener Rangers haven't won the division in 10 years. You got Hamilton, which is they think it's an emerging marketplace. You need to have a run. We saw in St. Catharines when the Ice Dogs made the final.
Right.
You sell season tickets out of that.
Yeah.
So Hamilton needs to do that. Kingston, 20 years of not getting past the first round. They finally got past the first round. They got a taste of it. They want to have a big run. They want to get to the third round this time. There's a lot of these teams that bought, they're chasing some demons here. They want to get rid of some demons, and that's what they did. They went all in. Right?
Have you mentioned Sarnia?
Sarnia. I forgot all about Sarnia.
Sarnia, of course, who whether they sell or whether they buy, never seem to get out of the first round. So I don't know if it matters, and I shouldn't say that. That's awful.
No, but they got fairly new ownership. The guys that have won Stanley Cups that want to win. Darian Hatcher, he wants to win. He wants to win. He wants to be like the London Knights and win. And they got Jordan Kyrou, World Junior Gold medalist. So they're trying to build around that guy, and they got a good goalie too.
And they've played well, and I think they're going to be a strong team. And for them getting out of getting deep, the best thing they could do is go deep in the playoffs, because there'd be nothing worse than building like this and then going through the same failure. And I think that's really important for them. But the one thing that's sort of troublesome is we mentioned how many trades were there?
27 since the New Year's. So when we rung in 2018, we're not that far into it, a week and a half, and 27
Well, it's gotten to the ridiculous, I think. I think something needs to be done because it turns a lot of people off, unfortunately. And I think there has to be some sort of, whether a limit or whatever, whatever that sort of keeps teams from making 5, 6, 7, 8 trades, because the reality is the fans are still the ones who pay the freight, and I think they get discouraged when they have a team that may be there or may not be, and then all of a sudden they make 5, 6, 7, 8 deals. No one's saying they can't make a deal or two, but I think to make 5, 6, 7 it's not fair to the fans, and really it's not fair to the product. So the OHL won't listen because it is a business, and in a lot of ways it's a meat market. But the reality is that it's far too many trades of young kids that they say they really care about, to sort of pawn off as being a players' league. So they have to look at that, because a lot of people are going to get ticked off. It may be fun for the general managers. I don't know how much fun it is for the players or the fans.
No, and we're tilting at windmills here because you always have to have an out in case like the Flint a couple years ago goes sour. Those kids should be able to leave. Right?
Exactly.
If something goes bad.
I know.
But that what we don't like is the trading of draft picks in 2028. Like 10 years. That's 10 years. The kid's 5 years old.
There'll be scouts in birthing rooms waiting to see if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah, and it's actually harder in the OHL than ever in junior hockey in general to make trades, because everybody has a no trade clause in their contract. But opportunity, if you're a young kid and you get a chance to go to a rebuilding team, you're going to be a big part down the road. So instead of staying on a winning team and getting two shifts a game.
And the bottom line is that it is a business, and it's a mirrored league to the NHL, and a lot of these guys will have to learn to deal with it. And I guess if you're going to deal with it now, you don't have to like it. I don't like it, but if it works for the business model, then nothing's ever going to change.
Yeah, scout. If you don't want to trade, scout better, right? And build your team to the draft. Maybe I've been around them too much. But that's it for our trade deadline coverage. We can't wait till next year, 2019.
I can.
You can.
I'm Morris Delkoff.
And I'm Ryan Payette for Post Media Network.